Namaste, I am Daksh. I'm the founder of Blub World magazine. Blub World as a magazine works for a simple focus of finding teenagers who are doing inspiring work in their life and showcasing their inspiring work with other teens. Till date, we have showcased nearly 300 such teenagers from across the globe. And as a media organization, we have one vertical which is dedicated towards research and development. And there we try to build industry white papers around the K-12 education sector, which is simply schools. So since the lockdown began, we started to think that there was a need for a platform where we could actually listen to people who are working there every single day, not just the policymakers, not just the known names, but let's listen to everybody there who's working in the field of education and keeping the teaching learning process continued without disruption, even during the lockdown. So as part of that activity, this very platform found its genesis, and we started something called Blub World Web Talks. And we are very happy to welcome all of you to the Blub World Web Talks 75th episode. In the last 74 episodes, nearly 1,000 school leaders have participated on this very platform, shared their ideas, opinions, perceptions, innovations in the field of education with us. And some of those best ideas have been shared by us through our magazine, through our social media, to nearly 5,500 schools across the world. And they're trying to experiment with those, and I would encourage you as well to experiment. So today, while all of you have taken out your time to be here, let me set the context of what we are trying to do and what we will be doing in the coming 20-30 minutes that you spend with us. So this is basically a virtual roundtable. It's a bilingual platform, so you can use either English or Hindi. इन दोनों के अलावा कोई भाषा यूज करेंगे तो I won't get it. Otherwise, it's not a problem. You can use it. But preferably, if you use English or Hindi, it will be easier for everybody to comprehend and for us to document. So during this, I'll just try to explain the format to you. You can all see Divya Purohit on your screen. So Divya is the timekeeper. So once your time is up, Divya will put his one hand up. And then you have 30 more seconds to conclude. And once your complete time with 30 seconds is over, he'll put his second hand up. And that is the time that you might get muted. If you get muted, please don't get offended. It is just to finish this activity on time and so that none of your schedules get disturbed. So I hope you enjoy the next 20-30 minutes. We have some school leaders here on this platform. We have some edupreneurs here on this platform. So let's see, what do you perceive on the kind of developments that we are seeing all around us with the new education policy already in, and we're just waiting for the notification to happen either today, yesterday evening or today evening. So whenever that happens, there's one big realization that has to be there, that when you are actually thinking of opening your school, this policy will be in effect. So you'll typically be, hustling or wrestling around with these things, that how to get these things into implementation and application and find their assessment, utility, and students' engagement, and how to fix it up with the whole current already broken pandemic teaching learning process that's going on right now through online classes. So let's try to know from you as practitioners that what do you think and where do you think that innovation is happening, should happen, and where it should not happen. So let's find it out from you on what will be the skills of the future. And why do we keep this topic and why do we want your opinion on this is because even if you look at the education policy that has come in, the maximum focus is on vocation, trying to teach people something that can give them a livelihood as early as possible. So what do you think on how should skills be defined, what to teach and what not to teach, and how to actually balance it out and find out what is utilizable for the future and what is redundant? So let's see, what do you think? I'll invite the first guest for today to speak, Mrs. Vandana Singhal, Principal, Maharshi Aravind Public School, Kota. Vandana ji, over to you for the next 2 minutes. Please unmute your audio.
First of all, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to entire team of Blub World Web and especially Daksh, because they are providing us a wonderful platform to share the ideas of innovation in the field of education. In my experience of 20 years in different big organizations like Maheshwari Public School, Jaipuria Vidyalaya, and Maharshi Aravind Public School, my vision is the same. My vision is to create the learning desire among the students. I believe in to create the learning desire among the students, because without the learning desire, they cannot learn. So in this field, I can say the life skills are very important for me. They have to learn the life skills by the art integrated course, which is provided by the CBSE curriculum. So we are following the basic life skills in this field only. But what is happening nowadays after the pandemic, few new skills are also required. These new skills are media literacy. Children are getting ample of data nowadays, so they should know how to assess and analyze the data, and they should be safe from cyberbullying. They should know about the virtual collaboration. Am I audible? My video is...
Yeah.
Okay. So according to me, these are the challenges in the modern era, and after the pandemic also, these life skills will be very useful for the students. And nowadays, maintaining the personal hygiene and basic cleaning skills are also required, and time management at home is a very important skill nowadays, because children are spending 24 hours at home, and the parents are complaining about their mismanagement of time. So I always request the parents that they should make the students learn about the importance of time, and they should make them learn art of balancing time, so they don't miss anything in life, and they stay organized and productive in life. So I think it is very important, and we should have to continue this habit to teach the students the future life skills, because this is the only way to teach the students in the coming scenario. And with the changing situations, we need to give them new future life skills. This is innovation, you can say, because previously it was assessed in the classroom through the art integrated learning.
Thank you so much, Vandana ma'am. The time was actually over. To summarize what all you said, that creating a learning desire among the students, because a passive learner काम नहीं कर सकता, because in a virtual classroom or even the future classroom that we have, बहुत ज़्यादा active learner चाहिए, क्योंकि virtual classrooms में तो especially there are no backbenchers, और पता भी नहीं पड़ता और identify भी नहीं कर पाते हैं. So that's where the real challenge comes in. And data analysis, building a data bank and data science, this is something that's going to get really, really critical, because with every day that we are using more and more technology and more technology platforms, we are actually creating a lot of data about ourselves that's being stored across the world, across different devices and across different servers. And cyberbullying and virtual collaboration is the reality that we'll all have to now deal with or understand with. And time being mismanaged. Time management बच्चों को सिखाना. And actually, there's a school in Guwahati. They started a very innovative activity just for teaching students time management. They started an activity called Time Balance Sheet. They told students to write a daily balance sheet on how much time did they waste and consider time as currency, and then try to weigh in where do they want to spend their currency of time. And this is a very innovative activity that's being done by, suppose, Springdale Academy in Guwahati. And one of their principals was here on this platform, and he shared the idea with us. Let's now listen to Dr. Vijay Pawar, Chairman, Delhi Public International School, Delhi. So he himself is an edupreneur, I suppose. He's not a principal. So I would want two perspectives from you. First, how do you think that skills and vocation will turn out in the coming times? And as an edupreneur, इतने challenging time में when आप एक बहुत बड़ा revenue expense mismatch देख रहे हैं, so what do you say on how would the financial model of a school evolve in the coming times? Over to Dr. Vijay Pawar, Chairman, Delhi Public International School, Delhi.
Thank you so much. दो चीजें मैं क्लियर कर दूं सर. आई एम एमबीबीएस एमडी इन साइकेट्रिक. चाइल्ड साइकेट्रिक इज माय बेसिकली प्रोफेशन. मैं अभी एक दिन पुरानी बात करूंगा कि कुछ एजुकेशन पॉलिसीज चेंज की गई है. अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं कि भाई स्किल, तो स्किल में बेसिकली क्या होता था पहले कि हम बहुत पुरानी प्रथा से पढ़ रहे थे. 34 ईयर बाद लोगों को पता भी नहीं कि 34 साल बाद कुछ पॉलिसीज में चेंज हुआ है. तो आज हमने स्टार्टिंग लेवल से लेके, मतलब नर्सरी से लेके, प्राइमरी से लेके, फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, वहां से हम स्किल डाल रहे हैं बच्चों को. राइट. तो ये इसका इफेक्ट हमें कब मिलेगा? 12 साल बाद, 15 साल बाद. राइट. एक चीज और हमने इसमें कंपलसरी कर दी, क्या? स्पोर्ट्स. जो हेल्थ को लेके बहुत कॉन्शियस है एज ए डॉक्टर। तो जो पॉलिसीज आज बनी है 2012 में, व्हेन आई वाज इन पीएमओ, मैं जब फोरेंसिक एक्सपर्ट था मनमोहन सिंह जी की ऑफिस के अंदर, तब ये पॉलिसी का सिर्फ 25% ही अभी तक अप्लाई करवाया है। माइट भी हो सकता है गवर्नमेंट इसको आने वाले नेक्स्ट 5 ईयर के टर्म्स में या सेकंड टर्म में इस चीज को और पॉलिश करे, राइट। सर ने सवाल किया फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन में कैसा है सर कि सब जगह पे फाइनेंस नहीं देखा जाता। अगर हम स्कूल है, हम कोई ब्रांड है तो ठीक है, वी आर एक्सेप्ट, ठीक है सर, वी आर डीपीएस, वी आर डीपीआईएस के 150 स्कूल के चेयरमैन है। बट कैसा होता है कभी कभी हमें देश के बच्चों को, देश की इकोनॉमी को भी देखना पड़ता है, राइट। समटाइम वी फॉरगेट, अभी यहाँ फाइनेंस मैटर नहीं करता, यहाँ मैटर करता है मेरा बिजनेस, हमारी सोच। अभी हम देश की सोच की बात कर रहे हैं। कोरोना ने हमें क्या सिखाया? तो हेल्थ वैल्यू, टाइम वैल्यू, और समय समय पे हमें अपने आप को अपग्रेड करना है टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ, ठीक है। हम हमारी ब्रांड की बात करते हैं कि डीपीएस या डीपीएस का बच्चा आईपैड 2010 से यूज कर रहा है, क्यों? क्योंकि हमें अपग्रेड रहना है, हमें बच्चों को अपग्रेड करवाना है। पेरेंट को वो चीज आज की डेट में हमें समझानी है। वहां पे हो सकता है कि एजुकेशन में थोड़ी कॉस्ट बढ़ सकती है पेरेंट की, बट वो कॉस्ट के सामने हमें समझाना है कि यहाँ बेनिफिट ये होगा सर। हमारी किसी भी डीपीआईएस की ब्रांच को ऑनलाइन कम्युनिकेशन में, ऑनलाइन टीचिंग में हमें कभी प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आई। कोरोना में हमारा स्कूल भले बंद था बट हमारे सेशंस चल रहे थे। विल टेक द अप्रूवल फ्रॉम द अथॉरिटी, विल प्रोवाइड ईच एंड एवरीथिंग सर, ऐसे ऐसे ये चीज है, एंड विल टेक द अप्रूवल। हमने जो हमारे जो सीनियर एकेडमिक के जो सेशंस थे हमने वो कंटिन्यू किए हैं, हमने बच्चों को वहां स्पॉइल नहीं होने दिया, राइट। सो सर फाइनेंस को ना देखिए, आज की डेट में जो भी ब्रांड स्कूल्स है, जो भी प्रिंसिपल्स है, वो कुछ एथिक्स बनाए, सिर्फ एक ही चीज के पीछे तोल मोल ना हो। एजुकेशन के अंदर सबको समान भावना से पढ़ाया जाए, और हमारे पास नॉलेज है लेकिन हम उसको यूटिलाइज ही नहीं कर पाए, तो उस नॉलेज की सर कोई वैल्यू है क्या? नो। तो उन बच्चों को बचपन से ही हम ट्रेन करें, बचपन से ही उन्हें हम एजुकेटेड करें, उन्हें सिखाएं। सर्कस में, सर्कस का जो शेर होता है ना सर, तो रिंग मास्टर आता है, वो हंटर मारता है, जंप करेगा फर्स्ट टेबल, फिर हंटर मारेगा, तो ऐसे शेर को क्या बोलोगे सर? वेल ट्रेन और वेल एजुकेटेड। ये डिफरेंस हमें पेरेंट को भी समझाना है।
Thank you, Vijay ji. So to summarize, you shared your experience with the PMO some time back, और आपका ये कहना है कि 25% जो उस पॉलिसी का है वही एक्चुअली इस पॉलिसी में आ पाया है और इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की तरफ बढ़ा है, और वो भी 34-35 साल बाद। ये बहुत बड़ी एक चीज है कि बहुत समय से एजुकेशन रिफॉर्म चाहिए था। एंड इवन एट दिस पॉइंट जो हमें एक चीज सबको देखनी चाहिए कि हम अभी करीबन 4.25% के एजुकेशन एक्सपेंडिचर पे बैठे हैं देश में, जो कि अब हम 6% ले जाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। बट एज अ कंट्री लाइक इंडिया विद सच अ वास्ट पॉपुलेशन, आई थिंक हमारा एचआरडी बजट तो इससे थोड़ा बड़ा होना चाहिए एंड उसको और थोड़ा बढ़ना चाहिए, बिकॉज दिस इज वेयर आवर एज कम्स इन। और अब एट दिस पॉइंट व्हेन हमारी इकोनॉमी फ्रॉम एन इंडस्ट्री बेस्ड इकोनॉमी टू अ नॉलेज बेस्ड इकोनॉमी की तरफ जा रही है, इस पॉइंट पे उसको और बढ़ना बहुत ज्यादा क्रिटिकल है। बट थैंक यू सो मच विजय जी। एंड कॉस्ट ऑफ एजुकेशन विल इंक्रीज, और उसके लिए पेरेंट को तैयार करना इज वेयर द स्कूल्स रोल बिकम्स इवन मोर क्रिटिकल। एंड अभी जिस स्थिति में जब पेरेंट आपकी हर क्लास में बैठा हुआ है और आपके हर एक्शन को स्क्रूटनाइज कर रहा है और पूरे स्कूल को ट्रांसपेरेंट हो गया है, तो स्कूल को इस पॉइंट पे चीज समझनी चाहिए कि उसका रोल बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा हो गया। अब आप एक बच्चा नहीं पढ़ा रहे हैं, आप टिपिकली अपने आसपास की पूरी कम्युनिटी को पढ़ा रहे हैं अपनी क्लास में। आपकी स्कूल साइज अभी 4x 5x पे है, एक बच्चे के साथ 3-4 लोग तो घर के और बैठे ही हैं जिनको आप अभी साथ में पढ़ा रहे हैं। So impact has actually grown many-fold now. Education ethics, equity, equanimity, and application of knowledge. Thank you so much, Vijay ji, for sharing these ideas and opinions with us. Let's now invite the next principal for today, Ms. Jasmine Karan Dhaliwal, Vice Principal, Shahid Baba Deep Singh Convent School, Taran Taran, Punjab. Jasmine, ma'am, over to you for the next 2 minutes. You can unmute your audio.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a great opportunity for me as this is very, very remote area where I am working. So it's a great exposure. So I will start with, we are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. So the constantly changing requirements and the capabilities of the individuals, they need to match, for which we need many types of skills. So it's our shared responsibility that I would like to tell certain skills that are required nowadays. First one is cognitive and metacognitive, in which we want critical thinking, creative thinking, learning to learn and self-regulate. One should be accountable for one's own actions, I believe that. Then is social and emotional skills. These are very important for today's time, I guess, in which it includes empathy, self-efficacy, and collaboration. Self-efficacy, that one should be confident enough that he should master the task, whatever is given to him or her, and then becomes practical and physical skills, in which a person should be aware about using new information and the new technology devices that nowadays pandemic has put a pressure on all of us nowadays, I believe that. So next comes attitude and values, that is motivation, trust, respect for diversity and virtue. So apart from this, I believe that we need openness, tolerance, and an awareness of differences and diversity. See, nowadays students are at their homes, parents are at their houses, so there becomes a difference in their opinions. Nobody is tolerating each other. So I believe that this is the thing that we need to put up in our children nowadays, so that they can actually believe what our families are, what our ethics are. So it is the basic thing. Empathy. That means we should look up to one another, being in their shoes, not just focusing on, oh, he or she is doing that, we should pity on them. That should not be the thing. We should be teaching children with empathy thing. Then is mindfulness and passion. I believe that passion is very important. If you do not have a passion, you are not able to learn. If you are passionate enough, you can learn from anywhere, anytime, and any way. So that is a good thing which I can share. And next thing I would like to tell is work inter and transdisciplinarily. After the pandemic is over, I guess that this is going to work really important in our education sector, that we will be teaching children about interdisciplinary subjects. That means if one subject is interrelated to the other, that will be easy for the children to grab it and grasp the knowledge, and they can easily understand it. Then curiosity, imagination, vision, self-confidence. These are very important for the children, I believe that. So this was all that I can say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jasmine ji. So to again summarize what you said, typically you talked about capacity development, continuous skill training of the teacher, जो अब नए मोड इस्तेमाल कर रहा है हर दिन, नया प्लेटफॉर्म, नया टेक्नोलॉजी, नया डिवाइस. And more importantly, अभी सबसे major एक challenge जो हर classroom में अभी आ गया है. Just some days back we had a behavioral scientist on this very platform, Colonel Sudeep Mukherjee. He shared a very latest some report based on attention span of students. So a student who's typically looking at a screen like this and trying to learn, he has an attention span of 8 seconds. So on every 9th second, you have actually lost his concentration and he's not listening to what you're saying. He has started daydreaming. और हर 8वें सेकंड पे ये ट्रिप हो जाता है. तो उसे बार बार हर 8th सेकंड पे री एंगेज करना is very difficult. And उस point पे education, pedagogy या आपके पढ़ाने का तरीका that has to find a completely new definition. And जो skills पे आपने बात करी, creative skills, cognitive skills, metacognitive skills, कि अब typically बच्चे को आपको ये सिखाना होगा कि सीखना कैसे. So that just content delivery or lecture mode won't work. Information sharing से काम नहीं होगा. So thank you so much. Let's listen to the next speaker for today. Nabendu Biswas, who's the principal of Chatterjee Noble School, Biranagar, Nadia, West Bengal. So Nabendu ji, over to you. For the next 2 minutes, you can unmute your audio.
Yeah, just as previously I have heard that, good evening everyone, just what you have told. I am also the principal of one of the remote places. It is a municipal area, but actually it is just like a village. And the facing problem of that ma'am just told just now is same as in our school also here, that in this remote area, we have to train up the parents online, and then the students also, especially the pre-primary and the primary classes, what we are having at present. Very difficult to cope up with the pre-primary students that how they will sit. Especially we are having the toddler classes also, toddler, nursery, LKG, UKG. These 4 classes online session is going on. So very difficult. Many of the parents were telling that, no, sir, it is not possible. They can't sit in front of the mobile. They are dancing in front of the mobile. But in this pandemic situation, our teachers are working very hard. We struggled hard to convince our parents that you are the first teacher. As a mother, you are the first teacher at your home, and we are the secondary. That is, we are now through online. We are helping, through the many activities, all the activities we are showing live. We are having the session now in Microsoft Teams. Regular classes as the classes goes on in the school. 40-minute duration of each and every period. In the same way, we are going on with the morning assembly and all the things carrying on from March. From end of March, we have started, but actually from 6th April, we have started the new session with this new books and all the things. New books were not available at that time to the parents. The PDFs we have given to the parents through online only. Very difficult to cope up in this situation. But what is the topic today is actually what will be the future. So if I say about the future studies or future, how the studies will go on, as if we have learned a new thing, especially in India, especially I will say in this our remote area. In these remote places, the parents have learned something, the students have learned something, which they have learned after they are grown up. But in so smaller condition, the smaller as well as up till the class 10, class 8 students, class 11, 12 students, what they would have learned in graduation level or master degree level, they are going through in that level at present. And it's very much glad enough to say today in my school, we have enrolled all.
Thank you so much, Ravenduji. The time was actually over. So let's listen to the next speaker for today. And एक बात जो आपने कही, रूरल इंडिया में अभी जो इकोनॉमिक डिवाइड हम इंडिया में देखते थे, वो अब एक बहुत बड़ा डिजिटल डिवाइड का उसने रूप ले लिया है, बिकॉज टेक्नोलॉजी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अक्रॉस इंडिया अवेलेबल नहीं है, उतना कंफर्टेबली एक्सेसिबल भी नहीं है. बट ये है, हाँ, अ लॉट ऑफ ग्रोथ इज हैपनिंग. बट एज ऑफ डेट ये रियलिटी है कि इंडिया में केवल 25% विलेजेस हैं या 25% रूरल एरियाज है जहां पे नेटवर्क पर्कुलेशन है. इंटरनेट पर्कुलेशन नहीं, नेटवर्क पर्कुलेशन. सो इंटरनेट पर्कुलेशन तो एक नेक्स्ट लेवल का चैलेंज है. करीबन 55,000 विलेजेस हैं जिनके पास में नेटवर्क नहीं है. एंड एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ रूरल पर्सपेक्टिव, इंडिया में रूरल एजुकेशन इकोसिस्टम बन रहा है, वो बन के तैयार नहीं है. एंड उसका एपिसेंटर इज अ मिड डे मील जो वर्चुअली दिया नहीं जा सकता. एंड दैट्स वेयर इट्स एक्चुअली फाइंडिंग इट्स क्रैक्स राइट नाउ. बट ये है कि हाँ, नई तरीके की स्किल्स, नए तरीके के वोकेशंस एंड घर से होने वाली पढ़ाई या सेल्फ डिजाइन लर्निंग is something that will find again a redefinition in this context in rural India. But thank you so much, Ravenduji. Let's listen to the next speaker for today, Ms. Jayashree Ganesha, Academic Coordinator, GD Goenka Public School, Siliguri, West Bengal. Jayashree ma'am, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Jai Hind. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Gaur and Blub World for giving me this opportunity to speak at this platform, especially for skills. As an educator, I feel this word skill is deeply inscribed in our thoughts, our attitudes. Or if I say like Mr. Bachchan, we talk skill, we walk skill, we think skill. I hope everyone agrees with it. Of course, there is no crystal ball to predict what skills we would need in the future. But looking at the present scenario, I have my own set of skills which I feel would be definitely needed in the near future. The first and the foremost being cognitive flexibility. With the exponential increase in digital technologies, we are going to need the ability to handle a plethora of opportunities and challenges. And the individual will need to have the ability to change and also conceptualize these complex multiple ideas, but at a single go. So I feel a multitasker would be in high demand. The next would be most of us, as we see, this world of computation has increased. The next one would be judgment and decision making. Yes, although automation and robots are better in calculations, but we humans are the ones who will show the world that the numbers which are shown by these machines, what is their significance, their importance. The next one, as most of us we know, is the emotional and the social intelligence that will be needed and the skill which our children should develop. This is uniquely human capabilities. There will be sectors which will require this human element of collaboration, empathy, communication skill, and along with this, I even talk about cross-cultural competency skill, because globalization is here to stay. The next, if we want to flourish, to have success in this world of computers and digital, we need to be creative and have an innovative mindset. To sum up, I would say that the soft skills would be needed more than the hardcore skills. Like our children have all the data, all the knowledge in the digital world. But what does an educator do? The educator gives them that empathy, that compassion, which no digital, no.
Thank you so much, Jayashree ma'am. To summarize what you said, that हम actually अमिताभ बच्चन के उस डायलॉग के साथ में चलते हैं स्किल्स के लिए, that we talk, we walk and we think about skills on scaling. उसका बहुत बड़ा कारण है कि as a nation हम लोगों ने जो इंडिया को सोने की चिड़िया जब कहा गया था, तो उस पॉइंट पे इंडिया एज अ नेशन वाज अ आर्टिजन्स कंट्री. हमारे पास इतना आर्ट, इतना स्किल था, उसी के भरोसे पे हम ग्लोबली नोन हुए थे. एंड आई थिंक उसका टाइम अब वापस आ गया, बिकॉज नाउ द वर्ल्ड इज एक्चुअली गोइंग टुवर्ड्स अ नॉलेज ड्रिवन इकोनॉमी. Cognitive flexibility, ability to change and adapt, perceptive analysis of data. Data analysis तो data science कर लेगी, trend analysis भी data science कर लेगी, but हाँ, perceptive analysis is where a human will be required. And human factor will find space in the corporate world, और actually वो हो गया है. अगर आप बहुत बड़े corporates देखेंगे, even like somebody like a Future Group, जो अभी अब takeover की तरफ है, they also had a designation called Chief Happiness Officer. क्योंकि जब आप इतनी बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाते हैं, तो सबका इमोशनल कोशेंट भी नॉर्मलाइज करके रखना, सबको खुश रखना, मोटिवेटेड रखना भी अपने आप में एक काम होता है. सो दैट्स वेयर द ह्यूमन फैक्टर एक्चुअली कम्स इनटू इट. एंड एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो मैं इस पॉइंट जगह पे बोलना चाह रहा था, देयर इज अ वेरी बिग इंस्टीट्यूशन इन ओडिशा विद द नेम ऑफ कलिंगा इंस्टीट्यूट. They teach nearly 50,000 tribal children on one single campus without charging them any fees. And उस इंस्टीट्यूशन के प्रिंसिपल इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे कुछ दिन पहले आए थे, और उन्होंने बड़ा अच्छा सा एक स्टेटमेंट शेयर किया था, दैट अ स्कूल इज अ प्लेस वेयर टिपिकली द सोसाइटी फाइंड्स इट्स डेफिनेशन. या पूरा समाज साथ में आना या एक साथ रहना सीखता है. एंड नाउ वी आर सपोज्ड टू टीच अ पैराडॉक्स, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग. तो ये होगा कैसे? बच्चे दूर दूर, टीचर्स मास्क के साथ में, और ओनली 30% बच्चे इन द क्लासरूम. एंड उसमें भी हमें देनी है स्किल, जो कि एक्चुअली हैंड्स ऑन काम है. So ये होगा कैसे is where the imagination should actually work at this moment. Let's listen to the next speaker for today, Mr. Jogesh Sarda, Director, Little Angels School, Solution Tree, Malda, West Bengal. So Jogesh ji, over to you for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening everyone. And मैं thank करना चाहूँगा Blog World Web का, जो ये एक प्लेटफॉर्म क्रिएट किया है जिससे हम कम्युनिकेशन एंड शेयरिंग कर सकते हैं अपने आइडियाज को. Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. So मेरे हिसाब से हमेशा ही एजुकेशन होना चाहिए ऐसा कि वो बच्चों को दुनिया को फेस करने के लिए तैयार करे. एंड एजुकेशन का पर्पस ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि बस एजुकेशन लिया और एक जॉब ग्रैब करने के लिए ये है. सो पर्पस वेल डिफाइंड अगर मेरे हिसाब से है, तो उसके हिसाब से अगर फ्यूचर की तरफ देखा जाए, फ्यूचर की तरफ देखने से सबसे पहले हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि अचानक से लास्ट 3-4 मंथ्स में हमें एक नया सिनेरियो फेस करना पड़ा है जिसके लिए शायद कोई भी तैयार नहीं था. सो लाइफ या वर्ल्ड इस तरह से रैपिडली चेंज हो रहा है कि सबसे पहले हमें स्टूडेंट्स को सिखाना चाहिए कि ये जो चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड है, चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड के साथ अडेप्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं. क्योंकि अगर एडेप्टेशन अगर स्टूडेंट्स में नहीं होगा, तो वो नया चीज को फेस करना, किस तरह से उसमें सरवाइव करना, ग्रोथ करना, ये चीज उनके लिए मुश्किल हो जाएगा। और पैंडेमिक से ये जो लास्ट 3-4 मंथ्स का सिचुएशन है, इससे बेहतर एजुकेटर और कोई नहीं हो सकता फॉर एडेप्टेशन। सो इन दिस एडेप्टेशन, इन दिस वर्ल्ड ऑफ चेंज, एक पॉजिटिव साइड ये है कि इसमें अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत हैं सबके लिए, उनके लिए जो ये नया वर्ल्ड पे इक्विप कर सके अपने आप को। नए एंट्रेंट्स के लिए भी हमेशा जगह बना हुआ रहेगा। दूसरा चीज मेरे हिसाब से स्किल डेवलपमेंट में या स्किल के हिसाब से है कि हम सभी ओवरली डिपेंडेंट हैं टेक्नोलॉजी पे, जो कि आगे चल के इंक्रीज ही होने वाला है। लेकिन बच्चों को अगर टेक्नोलॉजी कैसे यूज करना है ये अगर नहीं सिखाया जाएगा, आप लोग सभी लोगों ने एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा कि टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज सब बच्चे एक जैसे नहीं कर पाते हैं। टेक्नोलॉजी का गुड यूज भी है, बैड यूज भी है। लेकिन अगर बच्चों को आगे सिखाना है कि टेक्नोलॉजी को कैसे यूज करके अपने ग्रोथ के लिए और सोसाइटी के ग्रोथ के लिए यूज किया जाए, ना कि उसको खराब तरीके से कैसे यूज किया जाना चाहिए। थर्ड थिंग जो है, जो हमेशा से रहा है और हमेशा रहेगा, वो है क्रिएटिविटी एंड इनोवेशन। चाहे दुनिया कुछ भी हो जाए, क्रिएटिव लोग और इनोवेटर का जगह हमेशा बना हुआ रहेगा। आज के दिन में आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस बढ़ रहा है, कई सारे जगहों में ह्यूमन एलिमेंट का रिडक्शन हो रहा है, लेकिन सोसाइटी के चेंज के साथ साथ नया नया प्रॉब्लम्स आ रहा है। हम टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर डिपेंड हो रहे हैं, तो हमारा लाइफ काफी ज्यादा इजी होता जा रहा है और हम अभी थोड़ा लेस पेन टेक करने में यूज्ड टू हो चुके हैं। तो यहाँ नया जमाना का नया प्रॉब्लम्स को अगर इनोवेशन एंड क्रिएटिविटी के साथ सॉल्व करें तो देयर इज ऑलवेज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी। तो क्रिएटिव लोगों के लिए कभी ये दुनिया में अपॉर्चुनिटी का कभी नहीं हो सकता है। तो हमें अपने बच्चों को सिखाना है कि कैसे क्रिएटिव होना है। देन
थैंक यू सो मच जोगेश जी, द टाइम वाज एक्चुअली ओवर। आपने एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ये बोला कि टीचिंग टेक्नोलॉजी को टेम करना। अभी टेक्नोलॉजी हमें टेम कर ले रही है बहुत बहुत हद तक, क्योंकि वंस वी गेट इनटू एन एनवायरनमेंट तो टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत सारे ऐसे क्यूज देती है जो कि आपके पिछले डिसीजंस या चॉइसेस पे बेस्ड होते हैं, एंड दैट्स वेयर अ लॉट ऑफ एआई एंड मशीन लर्निंग कम्स इन। और बच्चों को ये सिखा पाना कि आपने टेक्नोलॉजी को किस तरीके से यूज करना है इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। एंड एज एन एजुकेटर या एज अ स्कूल लीडर आपने ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि इस समय पे आप एक टेक्नोलॉजी क्रिटिक हैं। आपने बच्चे को किस एटमॉस्फेयर या किस टेक्नोलॉजी एनवायरनमेंट में इंट्रोड्यूस करना है, ये आपका डिसीजन होगा। और एक बार एक टेक्नोलॉजी एनवायरनमेंट में बच्चे के जाने के बाद वो एनवायरनमेंट उसका थिंकिंग प्रोसेस मेंड कर देता है। सो दिस इज वेयर योर क्रिटिकलिटी कम्स इन, कि आप सही प्लेटफॉर्म चूज करके ही बच्चे को दें सो दैट ही मूव्स अहेड विद इट, एंड उससे उसको नुकसान कम से कम होता है कि आप उस नुकसान को कंटेन कर पाए। एंड जो हमने अभी इतने समय में देखा कि मोस्ट ऑफ द एडटेक प्रोडक्ट्स और एडटेक प्लेटफॉर्म्स दैट वी आर यूजिंग देम नॉट टू सॉल्व एजुकेशन इश्यूज, वी आर यूजिंग देम टू सॉल्व कम्युनिकेशन इश्यूज। एजुकेशन इश्यूज अभी भी साइड में है जिनको सॉल्व करना बाकी है। So let's listen to the next speaker for today, Mr. Tathagat Bhattacharya, Head of Morning Wing, Sarada Vidya Mandir, Raiganj, West Bengal. So Tathagat ji, over to you for the next 2 minutes. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Good evening, Mr. Gaur. And good evening, respected speakers. In my opinion, the following skills actually every future teacher must need. The first one is in my opinion, it should be the strong social skills. If a teacher wants to be successful in the 21st century in his or her workplace, then definitely he or she should be master on human skills such as communication and collaboration. And the future teacher should have 3 skills which employer requires: that the ability to work in team, the ability to solve the problems, to make decisions as and when required, and the ability to communicate verbally with people inside and outside organization. Next one, in my opinion, it should be the strong subject knowledge, must have the strong subject knowledge. Teacher will not recite the facts and rules. He or she must know the subject well enough to understand what students can discover for themselves and enable them to reach deeper understanding of the subject matter. Teachers should develop two habits, in my opinion, to learn facts and to learn how to use them, and to teach students and also to be part of the workforce of the future. And in one word, I can say, or in one sentence, to develop a lifelong learning skill. Teacher should be a good facilitator. Actually, he or she must encourage students to become a lifelong learners and also develop the skills of the students to successful at work. A teacher should equip a student with 4 C's. That is, one is critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. And a teacher must note that these are not so easy to teach. Teacher has to put the students into the group activity projects to find solutions, etc. External focus. A teacher should encourage his or her students explore the local community, creativity. We the teachers must develop a simplified design thinking approach which leads our students to understand the local problems empathetically.
Thank you so much, Tathagat ji. The time was over, but thank you so much. And एक बहुत important चीज जो I think education sector में अब आनी चाहिए, and शायद विजय जी उस पर agree भी करेंगे. In the field of medical studies, there's something called CMT, Continuous Medical Training. वो अब शायद teachers के लिए भी हो जानी चाहिए, Continuous Teacher Training, because इतना जल्दी skill set और आपके आसपास का ecosystem change हो रहा है कि आपको बहुत सारा सीखना है और बहुत कम समय में सीखना है. So it is very important कि आप अपने आप को बहुत जल्दी skills में upgrade करते रहें. And before we, I think most of the speakers have already spoken. So before we actually conclude this talk, because the time is already over, I would like to, share just some food for thought, so that when we meet next, आप लोगों के पास कुछ अच्छा सोचने को हो, and we have some more interesting things to talk about when we meet next. अभी and the kind of scenario that we are all in right now, आप लोगों को एक चीज अगर आप observe करें, तो ऐसा बहुत कम बार होता है इतिहास में when the society around you is ready to listen and is ready to experiment. और ऐसा केवल तब होता है जब हम as a community या as a society या as a समाज existential crisis face कर रहे होते हैं, जब हमें लगता है कि हम खत्म ही होने वाले हैं, उस पॉइंट पे हम सुनने को तैयार हो जाते हैं. So this is the perfect time for experimentation and innovation. और एजुकेशन सेक्टर इस समय टिपिकली पूरा एक बहुत बड़ी लैब बन गया है जहां पे आप कोई भी एक्सपेरिमेंट कर सकते हैं और लोग उसको करने के लिए आपके साथ आ जाएंगे. So I would request everybody who is right now within this ecosystem, try to write an observation paper every day. आपके आसपास जो हो रहा है उसे लिखने की कोशिश कीजिए, भले ही 200-250 वर्ड्स लिखिए, लेकिन लिखिए, because these words would become the basis for innovation in the coming times. और अगर आप कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाहते थे तो उसको कर दीजिए, क्योंकि ये उसका परफेक्ट टाइम है, क्योंकि लोग उसको करके देखना चाहेंगे. And share those innovations and ideas with us. We'll share those ideas with a lot many schools to see whether they are feasible, whether they are scalable, and उनकी longevity कितनी है. Because एक आइडिया जब इन सारे स्केल्स पर टेस्ट हो जाता है, तब जाके वो समाज में एक चेंज का रूप लेता है. And this is the time when change can actually be made to happen. बाकी तो change हमेशा अपने आप से होता है, but this is the time then you can actually push for change and it will actually happen all around you. So I hope you enjoyed the last 30-40 minutes that you spent with us. Thank you so much for participating in the Blub World Web Talk 75th episode. अगर आप कुछ नहीं बोल पाए, कुछ छूट गया, कुछ बाकी रह गया, don't worry. The team will stay connected with you. Share your thoughts and ideas with on WhatsApp with us, and we'll try to publish the most of them. So thank you so much for being a part of the Blub World Web Talk 75th episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, open your audio, say a big yes, and thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you so much.